traps, rear delts, lats.
Yo, what's good? I'm not alone today.
Yeah. Boom!
No introduction needed.
Yeah.
I didn't even say the name.
It's your boy K with the AKA, here with the man on the road to creating his own legend. That's what's up.
That's what we're doing right now. We're as organized as we just sounded. We still don't know what we're training.
Ah, damn! But it sounds good.
Exactly. Well, we're just going through body parts.
Oh my
sore.
goodness, what is going on?
We've got someone hiding behind the counter. But we're not doing legs today because he's a little bit worn out.
Oh, he just called me a bitch. That's not good, man. It's not good.
And I'm not doing arms because I did arms last. So we got chest, shoulders, or back, or we can pair something. So
of these three,
what needs
right?
to work?
In your progressive steps towards realizing your, always getting better with every opportunity. Yeah. The body part that you would want, that you think would need the most work of those three.
It's got to be back or shoulders, isn't it? Back or shoulders for sure. Your back's like very good, so maybe I wouldn't mind trying some back maybe then.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down for you, bro.
Yeah, I'm doing some back. We'll do some back.
This is all about you.
Let's see how Kai does back, because obviously he's back double biceps.
Nah, man.
Very good.
Nah.
Okay.
Boom.
Huge fan.
No fan. You can respect, man. Yeah. Oh, how do you normally start your back?
Typically I start with like a single arm pull down. Like Dorian used to use the hammer, the hammer kind of low row, not the high row down. My methods is normally I do like what I would consider, I know this may sound silly, a lat movement, and then I do my row movements, and then I do like my low row movements. So I kind of normally work from here to here to here, and then extensions at the end, some sort of hip hinge or something, if at all. Normally I do, but
my lats were the first thing to come up, and then it took me some time to make improvements on my back by bringing up my traps and my rear delts.
So you take that from the, naturally would you say like a lat dominant? You felt that your career started with a dominant look to your lats more so than mid back?
I learned how to connect with my lats a lot earlier.
Yes. Because obviously Kai's very known for having absurd thickness, especially on those lower lats, like just above the hip. So he's just saying, like, because obviously every bodybuilder has something they have a body part they have a good affinity with.
It's pretty much bang. I'm able to flex my traps, my rear delts.
Obviously you're not like we're retracting that part here. You don't have to move your head too much. Back double, just all that middle, Let's see what this range of motions are like.
So this part here, this
thoracic.
That activation on the radial bicep is kind of,
It's really, really vital to get the most out of that pose, because some people are really locked up in that area.
Yeah.
And I think I am.
There are times when I get really. It almost takes being aware that 3 times out of the week, I train myself.
I have to say this positioning as well, by having your kind of body facing out, in comparison to having the bar there, allows for a much more comfortable pull behind the head. Obviously, if you're facing the machine, what will happen is that will be further over you, so it will cause. It won't be in the same position. So facing out is actually really, really good.
I almost have to train.
Your eyes a bit with some of some of the conversations you have. It's not You might listen to it and you might be like, oh, but I promise you, if you go back, just take a little bit of time and just think, there's a lot to be said. And I wouldn't nod my head and agree with things if they weren't what I consider valuable. So this is valuable talk, especially if you're someone that's aspiring to obviously reach a certain level and be able to portray, display, and showcase a world-class professional physique at the highest of your own standards.
In this moment, I am trying to lean my head back just a bit, activate my traps, and I want to lead the contraction with my traps and follow through with my rear delts, and at the bottom, I activate my lats.
Yeah.
So, it's very mechanical, and when I'm doing it right, it doesn't look as mechanical at all. But I'm thinking in my head as I'm doing this, traps, rear delts, lats.
So
traps, rear delts.
There's actually 3 stages to your movement, but it's just that. So obviously we're trying to engage first with our traps, and then we're putting down.
Delts, and then lats at the bottom. Yep. Traps.
Having fun. It's interesting. Obviously more of a voluminous approach, which I'm game for, as long as there's like intensity there, good contractions. I think there's 100 ways to skin a cat, and this feels really good. So we've done obviously the behind the neck to start for like a few rounds. We've done the straight bar with the underhand grip at like a 45-degree angle. Now moving on to the close grip bar.
Sitting up. 12. What's up?
Woo!
Bang. Rear delts, lats, still following through, but I'm pulling through the top of my chest.
Yeah.
Top of my chest. 3, 4,
Good.
5. Now I'm feeling my lats at the top. Here. I'm flexing my lats here.
And like a lot of in here, you find?
7.
Nice. 8. Good.
I'm flexing my traps, my middle trap.
10.
Yep.
11. 12.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I like it, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Ooh.
Yep.
When you open up a little bit, do you like to kind of take the bar slightly lower?
So
Yeah.
in the beginning, top of my chest.
Yeah.
Top of my chest, I'm getting my traps.
Yeah.
Rear delts, my lats, but when I feel, now I keep it in my lat.
Yeah.
So my lat, now believe it or not, because it's localized blood already, my rear delts
Still get
and my traps still get work and activation.
14.
15. Oh yeah. Boom.
Obviously, if your arms like this, when you're drawing that down to there, that's one of the primary functions of the lat, and effectively that's what we're kind of trying to do. So although the hands are obviously involved, it's more where is this driving and how it's coming around. Is there a particular year, Kai? This is the question from me as a person, that you liked how your physique looked most? Because I remember like a year that I really liked yours was when you came back to the New York Pro. I think it was like 2011 or 12 when it had the blue background still, and it was a really full look, but it was like a really nice. I feel like it's like one of the most balanced looks you ever had, in my opinion. Like it was, I really like that look. Like there's a shot of you doing obviously your most muscular. I don't know. I just feel like that was my favourite Kai.
Even being so amazing of a gentleman, like to even say something like that on camera, that is you are identifying yourself to be everything that a steward of this sport, and the ability to represent what this means beyond this is certainly within the qualities that you possess. Just by being able to say what you just said just reveals, you know, a lot about not only the gentleman, not only the diplomacy you have, but I mean, just, you know, it really goes a long way. It's awesome. To answer your question, did I think? I think, like I said to you before, you know, you were trying to work, and you're trying to, and in doing that, you will discover things that are revealed to you about yourself as you are relating to your experience. You know, like they say, like the situation doesn't make the man, but it's through the situation that the man can be revealed to himself. So I think with standing on that as an athlete, I think there are things each year that you saw revealed to yourself through your thoughts and your actions and the product that you were able to produce. This is why, you know, when we take for granted as fans of the sport, sometimes we think, oh, it's the same body every year. It
could be further from the truth.
Yeah.
We're on threes today. We're on threes. It's the plan of today. With threes, move on. Threes, move on.
Threes
the number today.
Because we got a lot to do, bro. We got a lot going on here. Okay, let's. I know you like dumbbell. You like dumbbell rows. How about we do those after T-bar?
This is my girlfriend's favorite exercise.
Your girlfriend? What you trying to say, bro?
She trains hard, bro. I'm not saying we train.
He just called me.
I'm not saying you train like my girlfriend. But Yannicka loves T-bar rows. So whenever we go to a new gym, the first thing she'll go around looking for is a landmine. And if the gym doesn't have a landmine, you're in trouble. She'll literally say the gym shit, so. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good cut. 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, I thought I was running more than that. 1, 2. Nice. Lats. 4. Lats. 5. Come on. 6. Yes. Come on. 7. Yes. Come on. 8. Yep. 9. Yep. 10. Yep. 11. Yep. 12. This is it right here. 13. Come on. 14. Come on.
It's actually like, because of mechanically we're making it tough because we're leant over, so you can't not hit the back. Feels good. Like, I won't even lie, like that was like 20 and I had to concentrate quite hard to get that, which I'm not going to moan. It's good. Because obviously there's moving the weight or there's contracting the weight, and like I said there, I was just really trying to focus on contracting. So where he had his hands on my back, I'm actually almost trying to expand my lats to push his hands off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what that's for.
I always find that's a great method when I used to train people. Give them some external stimulus, a little bit of something to aim for. You get that kind of increased. So you get really low on this as well. Look at this. Yeah. So his lats working even all the way down here as well.
Being a bodybuilder, you know, which is a very distinct difference from being a powerlifter, very distinct difference from being a CrossFit athlete, very distinct difference from being an athlete that trains for any other specific discipline. As a bodybuilder right now, the reason why, you know, we're doing a T-bar row is because we are trying to concentrate the focused intensity on this particular area, these lats.
Yeah.
You know, as a result, indirectly, our spinal erectors, our glutes, our hamstrings also work.
Yeah.
You know, but now because of the way that we are choosing to move this weight, that is how we end up forcing these desired muscles that we have, that we're working, to develop in the way that we choose for them to develop. This is how, and this is why we're not doing a T-bar row. If you're at home watching us,
Like a typical.
and expecting, you know, for our calves to grow, you know, or doing this exercise, trying to develop our triceps, we're doing this to specifically target that area in our back, and that's why it's this exercise and not any number of 1,000 other exercises. 2, 3, that's all day. 4, 5, 6, good shit. Yo, come on. 1, 2, nice. 3, 4, nice. 5, 6, good job. Yes, sir. 1, come on. 2, yep. 3, let's go, 2. 4, come on. 5, 6, good. Woo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on. 1, that's all day. Come on. 2, yep. 3, yep. 4, come on. Come on. 5, yep.
How was that, Sid?
It's good, man. 1 week post Olympia, man. I've got an excuse to be fucked. And I never do like triple drop sets. So this is a bit of a shock to the system. It's all good though.
3, 4, 5, 6. Good.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It comes a row at the bottom. Yep. 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 Nice. 8, 9, 10, 11.
It's quite good at this point in the workout because the strength curve is a bit like, it's heavier at the top. So the contraction gets a little bit lighter on the bottom.
Yeah.
But I would say further in the workout, it's not a terrible thing because you can still get the contraction quite short. I would say if we did this earlier in the workout, we'd probably find it a little bit less effective. Would you agree on that?
You know what? I think you're right because technically, as I was feeling this, thinking about my next set, part of me says, well, maybe I should have started a little lighter. And for this set, I questioned whether or not I should go up.
Yeah.
I think I'm not. And if we do 4 sets, I think that I want to err on the side of sitting down here now and feeling my way through this set a little bit more.
Make it more how you want it.
Yeah.
2, 3, nice. 4, 5, 6, 7, good try. 8, 9, 10, good. Very nice stretch at the top as well.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah. Not like a stretch that's uncomfortable either, because you know sometimes you get on something and it almost pulls too much. You're almost like your shoulders coming out. This is like a nice, I suppose it's because of the handle relation with your lat. It's got like a good angle.
3, 4, 5, 3, 6, yes, 7, yes. Let's go. 8, 9, yep. 10.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5. Come on. 6, 7. Come on. Try and get one more. Good.
I feel like I put on quite a lot more.
Do you see your arms right now? That's like, isn't that crazy? You know, at another time, 10 years ago, if your arm looked the way it does right now, you'd probably been asking, yo man, you know what? I wish I can get another, I wish my arms, do you think my arms could possibly, I mean, right now you look like somebody tore out of a magazine, you know?
I'll take that.
I mean, you know, you could potentially become a professional bodybuilder one day. I mean, that's what you look like right now. You do know that, right?
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Now we're here, we might be able to make it happen.
But that's the crazy part about this shit, isn't it? I mean, like, you know, 15 years ago, you might have questioned whether or not you could really get here.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, even though you hoped for the best and you were working, you know, but 15 years ago, until you do it, there's always the question until it becomes past tense because you've done it.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, I got pictures from like 4 years ago where you'd look at me and be like, there's no way I could turn pro. I had a dip, like for some reason, I don't know what it was. I'd done really well in 2014. I actually won the national super heavyweight. I was pretty good. And then I had like a 2-year dip when my physique just didn't do nothing. I actually went backwards. I went from being the British champion to not even placing. 2 years in a row. And I was like, oh shit. And then it took my 3rd year of coming back to win to get my class win again, and then the overall. We'll catch up properly and do more. This was I've got a pump back anyway. So yeah, man. I just appreciate your time, man.
I appreciate
this
you.
Geezer's, we say geezer in England. This geezer's a good geezer. That's what we say.